guess I won't worry about it. Let me go ahead and just try and do window capture on this. There you go, got it. Let me go. Can I skip this part? Because I've already kind of seen that part. The exit, because I meant to save when I clicked, but I didn't, so that's kind of on me. I feel like the thing didn't fit anymore. Oh, okay then. Let me cancel actually. Go to options for now in case Twitch decides to not like it. Oh no, I don't know how to save. Oh wait, hold up. It's like, I'll just put starting there. Me also, I need to fix this. It's kind of like off. Fifth screen. There we go. It should be better now. I think this is just a point and click, so it should be fairly easy. At least the plus thing is I get to see chat on my computer. Paper doll by I think I can walk fast. Examine the dresser. The dresser drawer is unlocked. Cool. Ooh, can I take these sunglasses? As of yet, the future isn't that bright. Oh, that sounds negative, Nancy. Yes, let's leave.
What?
Damn, kid. Who are you?
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you. Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, because then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, because you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother?
No, duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
Yeah, he's just glued onto the TV, though.
Why am I a rat? What did I do to you?
You went and got all mushy on that girl, and now you're lighting out on me. Well, if that's the way you're gonna be, then you can drop dead.
Drop dead. Damn, kid. So you're just super into that TV.
What do you mean I'm lighting out on you?
First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Steve in a baby carriage.
What the hell are you talking about?
Mom, Steve said hell.
Young man, don't you dare use that kind of language in this house.
How'd you like that?
You're a little brat.
Yeah, well, you're in trouble. And you better not forget to take out the paper this morning. Don't try to weasel out of it. You know this is your week to put the paper out in the morning. If you forget again, I wouldn't want to be you when Jimmy catches up to you.
Bye.
Good. Finally.
Jesus. This kind of makes me think of an episode in Supernatural, though, a little bit. Like, the town's all weird and wonky, and I don't remember anything.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning?
No, I'm supposed to. I don't remember.
Yeah? Well, try to remember, will ya? How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I want. That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
Nah, sorry.
Oh, gee whiz. Look, if you find any, I'd be willing to trade you for them. Something really neato. Think about it. See you later, alligator.
God, everyone's so aggressive in this town. Isn't this where, like, my mother's supposed to be at? Mama? Why are you spoiled
Well,
little
hello there.
or
How about some
younger
cookies?
sibling?
There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
Excuse me?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't.
Weird baby.
Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
I don't.
Sister?
Shh, you'll wake her. I just put her down to sleep. If she wakes up, she'll just want to eat again.
Wait. Why are there
Darling,
ants?
I'm busy, and if you think I'm going to play along with this nonsense, you're crazier than Sparky down at the firehouse.
Fine. Maybe I am crazy. I can't rule that out. Why can't you just help me a little? Is that too much to ask?
Now you've done it. Are you happy? Poor baby. There, there. Did your brother scare you? Let me see. Darn that wasp woman. She's a monster. That's what she is.
Fuck. What?
Wasp woman?
Tetsuya Crumb is going to hear about this. I want you to go to her house right now and give her a piece of my mind.
I don't know where she lives.
Honestly, you can't miss a house covered with paper nests. Steve, you tell her to mind her own beeswax, or by golly, I'll take it up with the PTA. Or the lodge.
What's the PTA got to do with anything?
Show some respect, Steve. The PTA has a lot of clout in Harvest. We run the charity bake sale, the annual blood drive, and by gosh, we even have ties to the lodge.
Lodge.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
So
What's so
town called
great about it?
Harvest? That's a weird name.
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets
The
inside.
F did I walk into?
But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher.
I just
with the
started
healthy
like
auto
10
dry
minutes
process,
ago,
Steve.
so I don't know.
I've never used one, but I know I want it. Instead of sulking around the house all day, why not walk over to the lodge and apply for membership? That's wonderful, Steve. If you got into the lodge, you'd be the talk of Harvest.
It's a weird name for a town. This legit makes me think of a Supernatural episode.
Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
Or Outer Limits.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around town and pester someone else? I'm busy.
Man, for my mother, you're fucking rude as shit.
Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now.
Oh, maybe I already asked that. My bad. Other? Oh, maybe I can ask her a specific question, but I don't really have anything to say. I could be like, why don't you love me, Mom?
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
What papers, lady? And I don't think I fucked up yet, have I? I don't know if that's saved. Hold up. Let's see. Let me save and be like... There. I guess I'll leave. Isn't that where I came from? No, maybe that's my bedroom there. Okay, I got the paper, so I guess now I can give it to Jimmy. Oh, never mind, I don't know where Jimmy went. Apparently there's a lady with weirdness. I'll go this way, fuck it. Your house. General store, post office. Abandoned house, Johnson residence, Shady Oaks, cemetery, fire station, police station, newspaper building, Edna's Diner, TV station, memorial school, meat plant, missile base, the lodge. That's weird. Barbershop, post office. Let's start off small. I kind of just want to go to the general store. I hear like, it sounds like a parade's going on. Young creamed asparagus chips, 2 for 49 cents. The fuck? Like some cowboy stuff right there.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Gein Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious, I need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia. In which case, I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory. In which case, I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge.
So either get
Man gives me
hit
the willies. Speaking of
or someone
willies,
scare me.
how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today?
Sure, what do you have?
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing. Hello, Steve. Care to buy anything today?
I guess no thanks for now.
Okay, dear. You check back if you decide there's anything you want. I'll be happy to help you. Come back soon.
Alright, bye-bye. I'll just... Let's leave, I guess. Like I said, I kind of want to start off small, so... Are you wanting food? I haven't eaten, so I wouldn't mind if you're offering to get me food. Wait, did he just say a blind woman was trying to read her mail? Well, no, maybe she's reading it in Braille. I don't know. I don't know how you would know. Well, she doesn't have her... I don't know. I'm not gonna stress about it.
I need some help. Mr.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today? Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork.
Come on, I'll kill you to make a lousy copy.
Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
Okay, I'll wait for you, whatever. Well, talk about food with me then.
Die if I don't get into the lodge. Can't make an exception, young man. Just wouldn't be right.
Bah.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
I guess. Oh, I can just check my inventory. I have a newspaper, a quarter, and a pen. And it's a Monday. So I guess days do actually go by in this game. Okay, well that's good to know. I didn't know if it was just like a one-shot day or something like that. I'll go to the barber shop next, I guess. I don't really know. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the shit.
The music keeps just stopping.
ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say.
What is wrong with that sheep? I just noticed it has glowing eyes.
Can't understand why Pastorelli keeps that nasty thing in here. Must remind him of the pastures in Italy. Kinda like why I keep wrenches under my pillow, so as I can dream about plumbing. Pastorelli's a rube from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen. Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding gang, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet.
But
Nice to see you again, Steve.
I guess.
Hello there, youngster. You see, them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come
Good
I
for
never
you.
see none of them saucers, Clam?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or
Yeah,
two.
so I don't remember jack
You
shit.
know
It's
what
because
Pastorelli
aliens.
did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry. Why, that barber's pole of his is his pride and joy. Brought it all the way over from Italy, wrapped all special-like. It ain't nothing but colored glass with some bulbs stuck up in it, but he thinks it's the be-all, end-all. Installed that alarm system just to protect it. Though who in tarnation would want to steal a worthless piece of junk like that? I don't know.
Maybe them aliens, Clem?
Oh, Pete, don't be ignorant. Them aliens don't give a fig for no colored glass. You think if they can build spaceships, they can't make a dadgum barber pole? Crazy heck don't know nothing about science.
Sure, aliens.
Well, son, the ways of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsmen. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human. So you gotta be extra careful building your blind if you want to back one.
You hunt aliens.
Son, after nailing an alien, you can never go back to quail. What, you think you can get one of those at a swap meet?
What?
Line your blind with lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet and wait. Preferably in the woods around the nuclear base. Oh, they love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clem? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Oh, they do their crop doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time not knowing that what awaits them is buckshot.
Yes, this.
Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang it, he cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation! Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough.
Bye.
Anytime, Steve.
Hold up. I'll just call this one aliens, I guess, for now. Unfortunate extraterrestrial journeyed hundreds of light years to wind up mounted on a barber's wall. I guess I have to learn his language or something. Well, there's not much else for me to do in here, so I might as well leave. I'm gonna go ahead and pause. I'm gonna put on BRB since I'm getting bribed with food. So, give me 1 sec. Let's see, so I'm done with that. Let's go ahead and...
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today?
I'm getting married.
What brings him to the Potsdam household? Huh? Huh? Oh, you'll have to ask the missus about that. Stephanie's grounded to the wedding. Can't have her changing her mind at the last minute. Not with all that meat at stake.
I haven't seen my father. He's locked in a room.
He's not going to die, is he?
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom, tends to him herself.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello. And tell him that I'm praying for his speedy recovery. And also, would you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Yeah, fine. If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son, you'd take over. Right?
Yeah, probably.
I can't imagine a better job than working in a slaughterhouse. Sure, it'd be just dandy. And you can't argue with success. Everyone in Harvest gets their meat from your dad. What a grand business to go into. Oh, sure. Cutting animals open may not be much fun. Reaching into their bodies and yanking out the bloody guts, intestines dangling and slapping against you, the smell of death and shit in your nostrils all the time. Well, those are all definite cons. Once you're done, the guts have been washed into the gutters. What are you left with? Meat. Rows and rows of scrumptious red.
I wonder if I'm gonna order me food. Of course, DoorDash is kind of expensive. Let's see.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie.
Okay.
And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kinda makes up for not getting into the lodge.
The man of the house squeezing his meat? What the fuck?
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
I don't know. You look just like my mom except for the hair. I'd like to see what's her name, Stephanie.
Honestly, you men can insult a woman without even knowing you've done it. What a horrible thing to say.
You're both standing around baking cookies. Same cut of dress. Same pearls. So bizarre.
There's nothing bizarre about baking cookies. The Harvest Charity Bake Sale is Friday, you know, and by gosh, Mrs. Marvin Poston Jr. can be counted on to do her share.
Watch the aliens. I mean, the music's kind of weird.
Just because I'm doing housework doesn't mean I have to be a drudge. It's a wife's duty to look good for her husband at all times. What's wrong with wearing pearls, for heaven's sake?
Nothing, but you look like June Cleaver. Some kind of sitcom mom.
I don't know who that is.
Sitcom?
Jeez, you know, a situation comedy.
How would I know what a sitcom
The weird
is?
part is, I can't remember how I know that.
I'm much too busy with housework to watch TV. Maybe Mr. Poston would know about sitcoms. Stephanie doesn't watch TV, though. She's grounded. You mustn't be too hard on Mr. Poston, Steve. He's a disappointed man. No matter how many lodge admission forms he fills out, they keep turning him down. He has a new application in, though, so keep your fingers crossed. If he joins the lodge, you and Stephanie can have your wedding in the Chapel of Love, rather than over at William's place.
I can't tell if that was on purpose or if my thing's acting up.
Mr. Moynihan runs the Wayward Hotel and the Shady Oaks Funeral Parlor. It's rumored he has connections with the lodge, but the order keeps that kind of thing secret. So Mr. Poston has tried to get him to put in a good word for his lodge application, but so far...
What can you tell me about the lodge?
Just that they're exclusive and secretive. If you're curious, you ought to pick up a lodge application at the post office and take it over to the Sergeant-at-Arms. Isn't that a thought? Forget Mr. Poston. If you became a member of the order, we could hold the wedding inside the lodge. My, wouldn't that be lovely?
I guess. I don't know why if...
Tell me about this
She's
wedding.
grounded because she's not like
Well,
everyone else
it's set
weird.
for 3 weeks. We're holding it over at Shady Oaks, Mr. Moynihan's funeral parlor.
Say what?
Now, I know it's not a very romantic place, but there's nowhere else to hold it, thanks to Mr. Poston. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Ah, never mind then.
Give my regards to your parents.
Must be pretty bad then if you,
Sorry. You'll have to ask Mrs. Potsdam for permission to see Stephanie. She's in the kitchen.
Can I see Stephanie?
Hello, dear. Come to see Stephanie, have you? She's upstairs. Go right on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the wedding.
So no bound chick. Wow, I got it.
Give my regards to your parents.
Which one's her room?
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
She doesn't remember me either.
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone.
So we're
I
both
don't
playing the
remember
same
anything.
people.
How many times do I have to say it?
It's kind of weird.
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
She's like, I don't know if they're my parents.
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right. Do you have any idea where you do belong?
No, but I'm fairly sure I don't belong in Harvest.
Yeah. I can't remember anything. But I feel in my heart that the woman downstairs is not my mother. She's like this thing, like a parody. A bad joke with mother as the punchline. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, believe me, I understand.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it that way. I thought I was going crazy.
Join the club. But we can't both be crazy, Stephanie.
Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded. It's been hell. They treat me well, but they won't let me leave.
They
this
let me
room.
leave, though.
Not even to go out in the yard. Not until the wedding.
They won't tell you why?
Each one blames the other for grounding me. They make up different excuses. Different things I did, none of which I remember. So I sit up here, watch the world outside my window, and listen to the noises in the house. Every morning, a weird boy comes to the house and picks up the paper. He doesn't deliver the paper. He picks up scrap paper that Miss Potsdam sets out on the porch for him. Some mornings she forgets, and the boy gets furious. He gives me the creeps.
Sounds like she's been here longer.
Anything else you can tell me?
I hear these weird scraping sounds in the bathroom sometimes. Like something is sliding along the wall. Claws, maybe. And Mr. Potsdam. I don't like the way my dear daddy looks at me. Both of them are always watching me. Especially him.
You don't think they're dangerous, do you?
I think this whole place is dangerous. I think we've got to escape. Before it's too late.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that. Of course I'm right.
Can't watch.
Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge. This Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Maybe my amnesia isn't total after all. You're familiar to me. Like we've met before. In another life.
Maybe we really do live here. Maybe we were together, and the same thing happened to both of us. An accident. Something.
Neither of us has bumps on our heads, if that's what you're getting at.
Have you been able to remember anything else? Anything at all?
Well, I have had these recurring dreams. Just fragments, really. Strange, abstract images. Liquid, chrome.
Probably just a dream.
Well, have you thought about how to escape Harvest?
I don't really know how to yet, so...
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
She has a nice taste. I mean... I don't even know if she knows she lives here. She party. Yeah, that's gross. Hold up before I move it, because she said there was something weird. I'm just gonna call this one like I guess bathroom for now. Oh. Okay then. I guess I've got everything here. Oh. I guess I can't grab that. I think I've grabbed everything that I could though. Examine the floss. Can I? Oh, here we go. There's the exit.
Steve, it's good to talk to you, but if we're going to escape this wedding thing, you'd better start learning some things about Harvest. And I think you might want to start at the lodge.
Oh, you don't like the lodge?
You're not making sense.
Do I need a head your has hole?
You're not making sense.
God damn it, I don't know how to word it right.
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
What if I put Peeping Tom? Wait, that kind of seems messed up. If I'm like, oh, use tampons on. Trying to say it beforehand. Oh, well, I guess.
Are you making some kind of point? Steve.
Let's see,
You're not making sense.
I tried.
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
But I think what's his name may or may not be watching you, so I'll just do that stuff.
If it isn't My favorites?
Alright, man, there's not much to say to you.
Why not go upstairs and talk to Stephanie? She'd enjoy the company.
Feel free to floss.
Give my regards to your...
Why is she so obsessed with flossing? She just saying that because that's what maybe moms need to say? Where's the exit? Is it this way? Nah, wrong direction. Let's see. Fuck, dude. I'm wanting to leave. I don't know how to leave. I don't think it's up this way. Because this was bathroom, her room, this closet, so yeah. Where's the exit? Let me leave, damn it. There you go, okay, cool. Abandoned house. Like I said, I want to work my way up slowly before I go anywhere just like creepy, so.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband to be?
I guess
Other than
okay.
having no memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. Though if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right. And you are?
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you. Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town.
Oh.
I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence, and her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good, hard penis.
Okay, sir. You can calm down there, alright? I like how it can be like, penis? I'm not gonna ask that. I'm good.
I'll admit DNA's done it does good business. But money isn't
Something
everything.
get shot.
Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails? Edna! Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
She's good, I think.
Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
I don't have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big. Believe you me. I'd drive you around. And I wouldn't look in the back seat. I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay.
Man, dude, he's horny as shit.
Heck of an automobile, isn't she? damn shame I have to sit out here and watch over her all the time. But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball. Don't see why not, but don't touch her. I'm mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew. Bye now.
Oh, whoops, I meant to examine it. So I guess he's just outside. I guess he doesn't like... There's the abandoned house, Shady Oaks. I don't really want to go to a graveyard. Technically, a police station should be safe, but, like I said, I'm gonna kind of just work my way up. I guess. And go to the diner. I wanted a car like that.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? God, for a second I thought you were Mr. Johnson. What would you like to order?
You know?
Sure. And my name's Edna Fitzpatrick. I'm not the one with amnesia.
Then you believe me.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I guess I've changed. I'm not kidding.
Now, Steve, faking amnesia won't help anything. If you don't want to marry Stephanie, then don't. But don't play sick, for heaven's sake. I'd expect that from Karen, not an 18-year-old.
Guess that's her daughter right there.
You've met Karen, my 8-year-old. Other than the diner, she's all I have.
Kids normally scare me.
There isn't a nicer girl in Harvest than Stephanie, Steve.
She's probably the only girl.
You should be grateful that she's promised you her hand.
I don't remember that happening, Edna.
Honestly, you men are so childish. I don't know what it is about marriage that turns even the bravest man into a coward. I was going to marry Karen's father when he just up and ran out on me one night. I heard that he joined the lodge, but if he did, I never saw him come out again. Even Sheriff Dwayne wasn't able to find out what happened to him.
That sounds kind of concerning.
Mr. Johnson has a liking for me. I'd call it a crush, but that's too innocent a word. He's a bitter man with too much time on his hands. He's never gotten over being rejected by the lodge, and there's something unwholesome in the way he looks at me.
Yeah.
I'm always glad when the sheriff comes in every day at noon. Sheriff Dwayne is such a dear man. And I don't just say that because he's my most regular customer. Every single day, rain or shine, he comes in here at noon for lunch. Sits in the same spot, too. That's at least an hour every day when I can be sure Mr. Johnson won't show up. You know, it's funny. Dwayne never comes in here with Deputy Loomis, but he frequently dines with Mr. McKnight. You know, the owner of the TV station. Sometimes he comes in with Postmaster Boyle, but somehow I don't think they're friends.
Okay, well, I guess, well, let me ask about the TV station.
Mr. McKnight owns the TV station WHAR. He seems to get along with Sheriff Dwayne better than Boyle does. Better than just about anyone, to tell the truth. I don't see the connection between them, but I'll bet you dollars to donuts that it's there anyhow. Though I see them together a lot, Boyle and the sheriff never act very friendly towards each other. Almost like there's some kind of bond between them besides friendship, though what it might be I can't imagine. Maybe Sheriff Dwayne resents the fact that he's never been able to get into the lodge, though that's not Boyle's fault. He just hands out the applications. He doesn't decide who gets admitted.
He might. Never know.
Stop by anytime, Steve.
Hi, what's your name?
Karen,
What are you doing?
playing. My mom is working, so I gotta stay out of her hair. Wanna play?
Not now, maybe later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Alright, bye-bye. Guess I'll just exit. Chairs look like they're kind of ruined. Oh, the police station's right there. A bug report. HPD, I guess, harvest, whatever.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here is Loomis.
Dwayne.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank, and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding.
Let's see, amnesia.
Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
Like that's their go-to.
Yeah, so everybody keeps telling me.
Boy, you need to stop all this funning and get serious. You've got a wedding coming up soon. Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the lodge.
See,
amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. You're called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in.
Is it crime?
Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure. Every week or so, we get the odd transient dropping dead. But other than that, it gets pretty slow around here. We get a lot of bums, drifters passing through Harvest. Those people are never very healthy to start with. I figured they come to our fair town, look around, and decide it's a nice place to die.
It's kind of
You
weird.
mean they drop dead here on a regular basis?
Like flies. I'd slap them all in jail if I could, but there's never enough room. Besides, they're pretty good about not sticking around long. Sure, it's a burden on Mr. Moynihan, though, having to bury them all. I only hope the PTA Lodge bake sale will help out along those lines.
This, I guess.
Oh, I forgot. You've got amnesia. Mr. Moynihan operates both the Wayward Hotel and the mortuary. Kind of a double burden for the poor man. Transients always wandering in and looking for a place to crash, then croaking.
Maybe it's not a coincidence.
You mean a crime? Oh, no. Moynihan's charity only extends so far. He won't check them in, but he'll sure check them out quick enough. He figures if they can't pay for the room, to hell with them. But if they can't pay for the burial, it's hell for us. What with the smell and all. I guess you can't say too much against Moynihan. What with him letting you hold the wedding in his mortuary chapel and all.
It's kind of weird having it in a, like I said, near a grave or whatever.
Stop on by any time, Steve.
Anything I can help you with?
Coffee sure smells good.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like Mrs. Loomis. Or mercy forbid Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
Okay, deputy. You're just as bad as that one person. I gotcha. But anywho.
Oh gosh darn, she's purty. Kinda like a gal I seen on some of them French postcards they used to make. Used to be, I'd take them things, go back into jail if nobody was there and kind of look them over one-handed, fold some towels. That was before Mrs. Loomis.
Yes, Miss Loomis.
Oh gosh, I wish I had some of them girly pictures, but Mrs. Loomis won't let me keep them in the house. I still remember the time she caught me holding some of them pictures up with one hand. She took the broom to me. I howled like a hound dog, the broom going up and down, flashing straw and blood and straw, and I was crying so bad, and it was so hard I had to crawl under the porch naked with all the black winter spiders, and I got bit something fierce, little fangs digging into my bare behind all over. I ask you, is that any way to treat a man?
Nah, it sounds like you should
Mrs.
throw her in
Phelps,
jail.
The sheriff don't make it no easier neither.
I think you're getting, you know, abused, dude.
Mrs. Phelps down at the general store don't help things none. She's got them special picture books, the one with the ladies.
I wonder if I should write that
But
down.
she won't sell me none on account of she knows my wife, Mrs. Loomis. Dadgummit, that don't burn my britches. If and I even ask about them, she tells Mrs. Loomis and I get the broom. Enough to break a man's heart. Her burning my French postcards and me unable to replace them. A man's got needs, don't you know?
I have a pen somewhere. I think I pulled up. God, maybe I'll do that.
Of course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. That's just what we called them in my day. Any kind of girly picture book, the kind men like, would be just dandy. I'd be right grateful, kiddo, if you were to bring me one.
Oh, maybe I actually need I'll try a special picture book first, and then if that doesn't work, I'll say French postcard. So yeah, I think if I help him, he maybe can help me with something. Who knows? Man's needs. I think I know what a man's needs are, but
Why, you sure ought to appreciate what a man's got to do sometimes in a parked car or waist high knot hole in a tree.
Damn.
Or jail cell at noon.
Esper, dude.
Matter of fact, Mrs. Phelps got no reason not to sell you some of them French postcard girly picture books. If you can get any, and see clear to part with them, bring them round when the sheriff's at lunch, and I'd be obliged.
I can't well tell when time passes by, though, to be honest.
Anytime, kiddo.
I don't even know what day it is. I haven't been to the fire station yet. I don't think so.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
I heard someone slap a dog, I think. What the heck, man?
Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here, I've got cleaning to do. Rush, rush.
What? That doesn't make sense. Saliva is framing from his barking chops.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot. So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
Let's see. I'm just writing this down for the future, maybe. In case I forget stuff. Where'd you hear about my memory loss? Then why are you sketching nude men in my fire department? Is this my fire department?
Don't be silly. Everyone thinks that amnesia kick is a scream. Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, it's my job to keep abreast of developments in the community, to better serve you, the public. I'm sure you'll be thrilled when you learn of the many civic improvements we have planned for your fire department.
Such as?
Well, don't tell any of the others, but I've secured a bolt of the most divine mauve material. I've hidden it because, well, if any of these Marys got a hold of it, it'd be gone in a jiffy. So I'd rather keep it hush-hush. I'm going to make new drapes for the firehouse, and if I have any left, cross your fingers, I'm going to make everyone matching mauve pillow cozies.
Those are civic improvements.
Don't be such a party pooper, Steve. We're talking about art.
Yeah, it's definitely art.
Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvard since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
I guess I get to ask about the Wasp Woman again.
Some people think all we do is sit around, fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsuo Crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house. Why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, None of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire. A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
Think it was arson? Maybe you're too busy trying to put it out in time.
Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
He doesn't look like he is moving. So...
Come again?
Never mind.
Bye-bye.
An accident just waiting to happen.
I don't converse on the job, Steve.
I guess that's fair. I wouldn't really want to converse either.
Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here, I've got cleaning to do. Rush, rush.
Damn, it sounds like they're slapping that dog in there. Guess I'll go here next. Case it has to boot me up again, I don't know. It's crazy that they're like right next to this and they missed it. Surprised I found a shovel. Cause there's like tons of things you can get. Actually, hold up, I don't really want to exit yet. I'm trying to make sure I got everything. I guess I'll leave now. There's not really much else for me to do. Wayward Hotel, Cemetery, Shady Oaks, TV station, school. Okay, so I guess I'll try the TV station. Too busy drinking and smoking, they ignore you. Talk to Range Rider.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Rider's Cowboy Roundup. So don't go away.
Sam and Reed thinks.
And what's your name, hombre?
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is
Where did you
Steve.
get that card
Would you
from?
like my autograph, Steve?
Sure, why not?
Here you go, then.
I'll keep it for the future.
Violence? What about it? Violence is as American as apple pie and low SAT scores. Where would we be right now if the cowboys hadn't gone out west and butchered innocent people to steal their land? Answer me that, Mr. Know-It-All.
But what about studies that have shown that children become more violent when watching violence?
Buckaroo, I rip the guts out of godless heathen Injuns. Most kids don't see godless heathen Injuns on a regular basis, and if they do, they better either get their eyes checked or do like old Range Rider and shoot the bejesus out of them. Lest they want to go untreated for psychotic hallucinations, or wind up with their scalps hanging from a buckskin belt.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit! Ow! Shit on a stickaroo! The parents that are griping about violence on TV are the same parents that go outside in the morning to fetch their papers, secure in the knowledge that they won't get an arrow through the noodle because the violence they hate so much done cleared the Injuns out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, civilization has benefited from violence. But should violence be treated as entertainment?
Check my ratings, son. Violence is entertainment. I just put it on the air. If some kid watches, that says something about the kid, not me. Now, excuse me, we're going back on the air.
Carney restaurant. I bet my brother would probably like his autograph because he's watching TV constantly and he's kind of dressed up like him.
Hey, Sport. This is a private office.
Yeah, I know, Mr.
McKnight. I own and operate this station. Have you brought me some news for tonight's broadcast, or...
I've lost my memory. That's news.
The hell it is. You always were a kidder, Steve.
Oh my god.
Any real news to tell me?
Actually, I was just wanting to know more about the TV station.
Hey, WHAR is the only television station in Harvest.
That sounds
Since the old
depressing.
Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all, we're golden. Nobody competes with us, Sport.
What an odd coincidence.
Hey now, Sport, that's an irresponsible allegation. I had nothing to do with that fire. Just because WHAR may have benefited from it and I danced on the ashes a little doesn't mean I torched the place. You can ask Sheriff Dwayne if you have any doubts.
You seem awfully touchy on the subject, Sport.
I'm touchy when people try to muscle their way into my business. I'd appreciate it if you'd leave my office and don't come back.
Okay, so sheriff equals McKnight. So maybe say that keyword to him. Guess I'll leave. It's kind of weird that they're just lined up there. Doesn't make sense to me. I guess I'll just type school. So that's where I'm kind of out right now.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
Cool. Quality time, sir.
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love. Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge.
I'm good, thank you, sir.
You turned out pretty good, except for that amnesia nonsense.
It's not nonsense.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm so tired of hearing that
Maybe
line.
you need a little straightening out. Oh, the things I could do to you. You'd be a much finer young man with just a little quality time.
So uncomfortable. Bye.
Drop in again soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
I'm good. I'm good, sir. No, thank you.
My goodness, class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Gein Memorial. Say hello, class. They're reticent. The educator's greatest problem today is the apathy of the students.
Or teachers.
What's wrong with their heads? I can tell you in one word, Stephen. Discipline. Thank goodness you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Then you remember me?
Not as such. So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they go. But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead. The lobes, right, class? I'm glad you stopped by, Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the class about civic responsibility?
Not really. I was just passing through.
Oh, but you must, Stephen. A positive role model might be just the thing to inspire these little monsters. Stephen, have you any questions for me? Or shall I continue with class?
Sure.
Ask away then.
Harvest?
Can you tell me anything about Harvest?
Harvest was founded by the Order of the Harvest Moon about 100 years ago.
For what purpose?
Why, I'm sure you'd have to ask them. You'll find the members of the Order at the lodge.
Some teacher you were.
This lodge, what do you know about it?
The building itself, like Harvest, was constructed with a specific purpose in mind. That noble intent is known only to those within the Order. You're at about the right age to join them, Stephen, and you will do so if you care about your future.
Okay, what if I don't care about my future?
We don't practice corporal punishment here. I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin, but a baseball bat? That bridges the generation gap quite nicely.
Bro.
Oh dear, Colonel Monroe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway, quick!
If an A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do to duck and cover?
Not wrong. Poor kid. Damn, dude.
My stars, that was exciting.
Bye.
Stop by anytime, Stephen.
Not wrong area. Guess I'll leave. pretty uncomfortable if I do say myself. Meat plants right there. I was at the Johnson residence. I didn't go to the abandoned house yet because I'm kind of like, I don't know about that, you know? It's kind of bloody. I don't think there should be blood on the outside.
Oh, it's a kitty.
I think these are cats or are these dogs? No, these are cats. There's a lot of cats in here actually. A cat likes it apparently.
Steve, how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
Yup. I don't remember.
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach. A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher.
No, he's gonna be like, and then you can call yourself
amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
Dad's illness.
What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know. I can't get in to see him. Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat,
Probably cannibals.
only the juiciest cuts. Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs? Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
I hope it's not cats. That'd be fucked up, dude. Or dogs. There's a bunch out here, man. Dude, wrong direction, my bad. I feel like that would also be technically like unsanitary having like, you know, animals in a meat factory. Guess let's go to the Wayward Hotel.
Stephen.
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Weymouth Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living. Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
Think so?
This bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through.
Okay.
Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses?
I thought you were talking about money-wise, but, you know... I don't know.
As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the Lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as?
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare. And my losses have been substantial of late. If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the Lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the Lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join.
Noticed.
And join you must to attain wisdom.
What
kind? If you're
if
a bro.
I knew I'd be a member.
Apparently if you're a girl, you're not allowed.
I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you. It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them.
And you could give people jobs here, maybe. Then you would get money back if you took care of them.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
I'm fine, dude. I mean, everyone's kind of a joy. Hold up. Oh, well, I didn't realize I could take that. Okay. I think I have a lot of things in my inventory. I was just gonna read that again one more time. Guess I can check and see if I can check this place out. These candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with a lot of matches. See what's in here. Damn, you move quickly because I just got here.
You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was only gonna borrow it.
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
Security? Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something significant if you'd have me part with it.
Okay, so I have to figure out something that he likes. I'll probably need the glue later, so guess I'll write that glue at more. I don't know if I have anything worth giving right now, so. A pair of bloody handprints are smeared across the glass. It's kind of wild. So I think someone died recently.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your innards shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
Well, I guess I don't really see anything else I can really examine. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm missing stuff, though, because there's probably, like, a lot of things, and some stuff just kind of blends together. It's kind of wild, what? The imprint of a head, buttocks, and sliding heels are scraped into the thick dust of the pew. Let's see, examine the window. Hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other. I wonder if that's the lodge or whatever. Because, I mean, that's kind of the cover for game art looks like. It's like some dude in a hood. I wonder if there's multiple endings in this game, or if there's like only like one canon ending. You probably just can die a lot. I just haven't died just yet, though. Well, I'm done here. I got the cemetery, I guess. There's zombies. Jonathan and Aaron Cliff. Oh, that's the last person that checked in. And it sounds like it's gonna rain. May your fantasies be forever gory. What? Damn, it is like thundering. Another unknown visitor. Wait, what? There's nooses? The doors have been shut. There's no way out. Let's see. I guess I can't go that way, so I guess I just gotta go this way. Why is the cemetery so eerie? Is it like just raining in general? Or is it because I'm near the lodge? Does the lodge thunder and lightning a lot? Almost everywhere. I just need to go to the missile base, and I'll probably save the lodge for last and maybe go to the abandoned house. I wonder if that's like the wasp woman or something.
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. This is Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
That is kind of wild.
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister.
No.
There are no safeguards.
Well, that's scary.
This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control
Watch me not
of
actually
the
be from the 50s.
missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2. When I got my lower torso shot off in the war.
Oh, that's why he's on the ground.
Those pantywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
That's weird. Aliens?
Aside from your commie bastard, your alien from another planet is the greatest threat to our democratic way of life. Did you know that 90% of sightings occur within the area of military installations?
No.
Hell, I shoot at them whenever I see their ships fly over. But my bullets ping harmlessly off of their hulls. I suspect those things operate out of the lodge, but just try to convince anyone in Harvest of that.
Oh, so you're not from
I
here?
tell you, son, a nuclear holocaust would be preferable to a takeover by big-headed aliens from Pluto. Lucky for us, I'll be making that call when the time comes.
So you're not from here?
Harvest is a fine town, steeped in traditional American values. But that lodge, well, it makes me suspicious, don't mind saying it. They've got their fingers into everything around here. Like a certain red commie bastard menace which shall be nameless. You read me wrong, mister. I think you should join the lodge, infiltrate it, and report back on any red sympathizers. Your report could affect my decision on what I've got to do.
Gotcha, okay.
Remember, duck and cover.
He said not to get close, so he might shoot me. So I might... Ugh, fuck, dude. I need to leave. Okay, so I head to the missile base, post office, this, that. They said there's like a wasp woman. I haven't seen anyone go by like that name on any of these buildings, so I'm kind of wondering if it's like the abandoned house. So oh my god, it's not really abandoned then, I guess. What do they call it? The wasp woman? I'll just say creepy. It's also creepy that my sister ate a spider. I think they might be aliens. I feel like aliens. They seem so out of it. That are like some kind of brainwashed town or cold or some shit. My god.
It's not often that I get visitors.
Are you the wasp woman?
I am Tetsuo Crumb. The ignorant of Harvest called me the Wasp Woman. A pejorative, no doubt. Born of fear and of poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible or the prejudice against wasps.
How you like wasp, I guess.
The politics of honey are intertwined with the age-old struggle of the aesthetic versus the commercial. Because I choose to raise wasps instead of bees, I'm frowned upon by the community.
I mean, bees are
Why?
cuter and they don't sting you
Well, raising
that
bees
often.
is acceptable because they produce honey. But sometimes it's not what is produced, so much as what is performed.
And wasps are normally
I don't see any
overly
particular use for wasps.
aggressive.
Why must everything have a use? Is money always the determining factor? More slender, more aerodynamic than the bee, the wasp is a joy to behold. Beautiful and juicy.
Did you
Isn't
eat it?
that enough to compensate for the little drawbacks?
Drawbacks.
Well, as you can see, the little darlings do love to stick.
Yeah, no shit. I got stung by a
Another
lot of them
source
as a kid.
Prejudice for the masses, and another reason to love them. Bees are like animals. They sting only for a reason, for sacrifice. They have no conception of individual sensation, of pleasure. Yes, a great deal of pleasure. The wasp is a sensual being, not a laborer, hedonistic instead of industrial. Some think them quick to anger. In truth, they are easily swayed to ecstasy. They penetrate your flesh, and the muscular contractions in their thorax as they pump venom could be likened to the muscular contractions of ejaculation.
Okay.
Each painful welt, an act of love.
Okay. I think I get it. Everyone is so weird in this town. Oh, beige?
It's not often that
Mom.
a triviality. A triviality.
She probably doesn't know what I'm saying. I don't know how to word this right.
A triviality.
Well, I tried, I guess. I'm gonna leave before I die. She doesn't take care of anything. I wouldn't keep care of wasps. Still says abandoned house though. Oh yeah, I think the only place I haven't been to now is the lodge, so
Only initiates may enter the hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Did you say
sounds like
something?
he's possessed by a demon.
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Sounds like when I talk when I'm a kid.
Telepathy. But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge? There are always obstacles to the path. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries.
Okay, give me an application then.
applications are available at the post office. Postmaster Boyle disseminates them to the uninitiated. I do not sully my hands.
Then I just fill it out and return it to you, or what?
You may find it difficult to obtain an application. You will no doubt need to find some way to persuade Postmaster Boyle to give you one in the middle of the month, as it is against his rules. When you do, however, bring it to me, and if you are worthy, you will be put to the test.
Sweet. I get to join a cult. This seems like bad mojo. Okay, so, I guess the first things first, maybe I'll stop by my house, because I think I have something my brother should technically like, I think.
Care to buy anything today?
Yes.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Right, I was like, there's no way that's soup. It looks like poison. Okay. Well, I have 25 cents.
A girly magazine? Why, Steve, I'm surprised at you. I'd expect that sort of thing from Deputy Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines behind my counter. Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly will, Steve. That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Steers him away from being a fireman.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool, Shardy. I don't even know how much that is, though. I guess I'll just exit. Well, I got Snotty Magazine now. I'll just go ahead and replace the save. It's not like, I don't know how to spell. Naughty Magazine. Yep. Yep. That's what I got. Since I'm being a little bit more active now, who knows when things might start happening.
Kiddo, you brought me any of them girly picture books?
No, sorry.
Oh, heck. Why should you be any different from the sheriff or Mrs. Loomis? Steve, I'd be right obliged if you could just see clear to bringing me just one of them books. Believe me, it'll be worth your time to do it.
I mean, I guess I do have it.
Anytime, kiddo.
Adult magazine. Here you
Oh. Oh. By George. Oh, by Jiminy. Oh, this here's the real thing. Oh. Can I have it?
Yeah, that's why I gave it to you, but sure. I wonder what happens if I send it away. He gets mad and he's like, pew, pew.
Oh. Oh, thank you, Steve. Excuse me, kiddo. I gotta go check the jail for clean towels.
Bye. Oh, he's gone now. I guess I can check things. think that might be it. I'll give it a try.
Well, that didn't work.
Ah, there we go. Not surprising that he has obtained that fence. Empty gas can, sweet. We'll use that. Salmon, that makes sense, they're illegal. Lawn darts, I think, are illegal. I didn't realize they were illegal that long ago. Oh, well, the kid wanted new sneakers. And he wasn't kidding about making it worth my while. Examine the plane. I guess I got everything. Let's see, I'll just go ahead and exit then.
Hello, Steve. Where's Loomis?
Coming around. Oh, that's
Loomis, damn you.
Wait, no.
You pervert.
No.
Lighting up the mattress again. Folding up the towels. Target snake.
And he's still... Damn, dude. Well, I guess I'll leave. I don't really think there's much else for me to do right now.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code. What does this mean?
Oh, why the sheriff's blackmailing you? Can I pretend that I know?
This is unexpected and awkward. But my luck's been bad ever since Dwayne found that darn gas can at the newspaper building the day after the fire. He has this insane notion that it's mine. I pay him not because I'm guilty, but because I don't want him slurring my good name around Harvest.
Oh, naturally.
You know, he keeps that gas can in the evidence room at his office. I'd be really grateful to whoever could fetch me that can. Grateful enough to provide him with a lodge application. Oh, and Steve, you'll keep this to yourself. If you're smart.
It sounds like he wants to murder me, but I think I already grabbed the gas can as well, because they were like both in the same place.
Oh my god. I can't believe it. After all this time.
Where's my application, Boyle?
Here, take it. With my thanks. You know, this morning as I was making my rounds, I noticed an awful lot of television aerials on the roofs. Seems like more and more each day. You got me this can just in time, youngster. I may have need of it again.
What do you mean?
There's another reason why Sheriff Dwayne didn't investigate the Sentinel fire. If you'd like to get something else on the blackmailing bastard, check around the television station. While you still can.
It sounds like he's gonna burn the television station, but alright. Let's see. I'll call this like a clue TV. So I'm gonna apply for the lodge. I wonder if I can like use my pen. Be like,
That's a ticket.
oh, could I pretend to?
Damn it.
Okay, so nah. Actually, what kind of questions does it ask? No, I guess nobody will tell me. They're probably like, yeah. Oops.
I see you've managed to acquire an application. That demonstrates resourcefulness, a desirable trait for prospective members. You need a rest. Report back here for your next assignment.
It's like the time.
What do you people want from me? More pie, Shaman?
Welcome to our order.
See a cheeseburger. Was there a cleaner right there the other day?
What do you want, Steve? I hear him at night, thrashing and moaning. I crawl out my window and see Mom's shadow on the shade. Pot holders on her hands, reaching for him. How can she do the stitches on him wearing those? Wouldn't she slip?
Don't be silly. She wouldn't do that. Of course she'd slip.
Maybe that's why he's not getting better. Good. Finally.
Still sick, I guess.
Hello, dear. How are you today?
I was gonna say, like, hey, I got into the lodge.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Heart.
What's so...
Hard to say. That's...
I guess.
Don't forget to put the...
There now, see how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep them that way.
I don't understand why you need the paper so badly, but here's some sneakers.
Swell! Here's the keys to the broom closet at Gein Memorial. That's where they meet every day. About 3:45, as soon as everyone has gone home. Sometimes I hide in there beforehand. And Daddy-o, I see some stuff that's real nasty. Take it from me. You made a good swap. See you later, alligator.
I take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order of the Harvest Moon. Very well. Know then that securing the application was but the first step on your road to enlightenment. Now you must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really. Nothing overly difficult. More tests of wit than prowess. But complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Okay, what are some
Minor prank,
pranks?
eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He
What's
owns
Mr.
a tucker. It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch? That's all?
As I said, a minor prank. Mind you, you're not to damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
Okie dokie.
Halt! Who goes there?
It's just me, Steve.
What do you want? Did the llamas send you?
No.
That's good. Someone has to keep them in check.
These llamas.
Glad you stopped by again. I want you to infiltrate those firemen, mister. There's a lot of art going on over there. I want to make sure they haven't turned into commie bastards. You got that? And don't come back unless you've got information for me. Remember, duck and cover.
I guess.
Sorry, Steve. Too tired to talk right now. I just gave the Tucker a tune-up. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Yeah, so I don't think I can just easily scratch it. I'll probably have to think of something.
Hello there, Steve. Here for lunch?
No, just here looking around, though I'm not entirely sure where here is.
Oh, I forgot. You're playing your little amnesia prank. Well, boy, this is DNA's Diner. Isn't that right, Edna?
Don't listen to Sheriff Dwayne. This is Edna's Diner. But ever since the E burned out on the sign, they've been giving me a hard time.
Now, don't be like that, Edna. It's a great place to eat, which is good, since it's the only place to eat in Harvest. I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school, and she thinks you may be feeling a mite bent about it.
No.
That's always the wisest course, boy. Sticking your nose where it doesn't belong can get you in a world of trouble. Especially if you're a gynecologist.
Are you a gynecologist?
Heck, there isn't a psychiatrist around who'd disagree about what a calming influence a dent in the head can be. You can't argue with science, Steve. It's bigger than all of us.
That's probably why she keeps her child with her.
Stop on by any time, Steve.
I can't talk now. The dishes are stacked up and back, and I better take advantage of the lull. Stop by anytime, Steve.
Bye-bye.
Let's see where else I can go.
Get out, damn you! Get out now!
Was I supposed to say she was busted? Yeah, I'm gonna like reload. I guess it's 3:45 though. Oh, I guess I clicked on it too quickly. You're busted.
Huh? What? Screwing in the school broom closet? What will people think?
Are you blackmailing us, you little shit?
Calm down, Mr. Harrell. Stephen would never do that. He's a smiley bear. But we should give him a token of our appreciation for his silence. Here, Stephen, take this baseball bat. You'll find it quite useful.
I don't know which one's better, and I don't really want to backtrack a lot in this game, so... Okay, so...
That a boy. Take the bat, and we'll take the photo.
However will I keep the children in line now?
I have a spare I can bring in tomorrow, unless you'd prefer a chainsaw this time.
I'll talk to Mrs. Phelps.
Excuse me? Okay, I can't really. It's nighttime. Let's see.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead, like... Let's see. Got it.
Did it.
I think I'm clicking on things way too quickly. Let's see, missile base.
That's far enough, my four-legged friend.
Four-legged?
How long are you going to torment me? You have 2 legs to spare, but no! Llamas aren't like that. They don't care. They don't love. Stay away from now on. Stay away. Or so help me next time, I'll rain on everybody's goddamn parade.
I guess, he's not completely there and he thinks I'm a llama? Yeah, that sounds spooky.
I'm burying our cat. She passed away and I'm burying her. Go away and mind your own business.
Then, where's the cat?
I left her at home. Now leave me alone! This kind of stuff can come back to haunt you. This kind...
I hate that I'm accidentally clicking too quickly, so maybe I'll like try and reload. Let's see. Hold up.
I'm burying our cat. She passed away and
Then
Do I just keep like clicking on it way too quickly? Or is that just the end of the cutscene, or is that me like having it censored? I'm gonna try again real quick, let's see. Maybe like just click it once.
I'm burying
it's
our
still the same. I guess I don't know, I'm either clicking it too quickly or that's it.
So, you have completed your first task.
Yep, key to car.
Now that you've scratched the tucker, you may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric from the fireman and bring it to me. Very well then. Use whatever means necessary, but bring the cloth to me here, and I shall give you your third task.
The guy's just staring out on the window.
What do you people want from me? More pie, Sharon?
Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips the knife of the staff.
I wonder if those are just all the ways I can die. Like, dumb ways to die. I like that I wear the same clothes. I guess I shouldn't think about it too hard though. That door looks like it's already open. I don't really see anything different in here though. I guess I'll go ahead and be like, on Wednesday. I don't know why we give newspapers. That doesn't make sense to me.
Leave me alone, will ya? This is the good part. I heard that someone said Karen, little Miss Perfect, gonna get famous. Gonna get a picture on a milk carton.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Well, I heard that Karen was gone. So I went over to Miss Fitzgerald's house and asked if I could play with Karen. Her mom just stood there, you know, in the doorway, and cried and cried. And I just stood there, wondering how long it would take for her to stop. But she didn't. So I went inside and watched TV, 'cause they've got color, 'cause Edna has money, 'cause she runs the diner and all. And I sensed she was feeling vulnerable. So I asked her to fix me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And she did. Then I went into Karen's bedroom and looked around for stuff I could take, while Edna was in the bathroom with the water running. But all that there was girl stuff. So I came home. But it was fun while it lasted.
I don't know if I need to, like, if it doesn't matter what I say, but, like, that sounds pretty fucking evil. That's hilarious. I'm just gonna say he's evil, because that is pretty fucking evil.
I'm evil? You don't know what evil is. Mom says the blood drive is coming, Steve. You'll like that. It's for a good cause. And only bad people don't give.
Or people that are afraid of needles.
Good. Finally.
God, what a little punk.
Hello, dear. How are you today? By the way, I spoke with Mr. Johnson, and he's livid. Seems someone scratched up his priceless Tucker. If he finds out who, there'll be heck to pay. Edna's daughter, Karen, has disappeared. Karen was playing outside as Edna closed the diner, and that's the last anyone saw of her. This happened Tuesday night. That's all I know, except for what's on the posters. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
She'd kill me if I don't put out the papers. Yeah, she ate spiders earlier. I still, like, kind of freaked out about that. He's never gonna sign in that stuff. No, wait, hold up. I forgot to grab a paper. Where's the newspaper at? I can't read that. Sharon's checkbook, camera, whatever. There we go. Here's the newspaper.
Hey, Steve. You've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it?
That's so weird. Oh shit, that's where that one dude was. Where he was burying it yesterday.
Thank God I found you. Are
So,
you all right, Karen?
It wasn't a cat.
I want to go home. Could you take me to my mommy's store? Or to the policeman?
Can you tell me who did this to you?
Mr. Potsdam told me he'd hurt my mommy if I told.
I won't do anything, I promise. Tell me what happened.
He made me play house. Then he dug a hole. Please, I just want to go home now. Please.
Well, I saw him yesterday.
Tell me your address, honey.
I don't know. Just take me to the store or the policeman. Please. Mommy said to go to the policeman if I got lost. And I'm lost.
I mean, that's accurate.
Bye.
Oh my God. Karen! Thank God. What happened?
Found her in the graveyard. She was buried alive. And she claims Mr. Potsdam was responsible.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you from both of us. Here's the reward money. Take it and go. I need to be alone with my baby right now. I can't talk now. The dishes... I just heard that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. You know, though I don't like to think ill of people or take pleasure in the misfortunes of others, I'd like to think it's a comeuppance for all the times that nasty man has bothered me.
I was told to do it by the lodge, so...
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's see.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy anything today? Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing. Steve, you live close to Mr. Johnson. How is he taking it? Such wanton vandalism. It just breaks my heart. I'll have to send him a nice fruit basket. Though if he wants some new paint and sealant, it'll cost him.
She's like, I'll give him a fruit basket, but like stuff that he actually needs, nah, he has to pay for that. Should have money. Reward money, oh, it just says reward money. That should cover these 1950 prices are cheap, take what you need. Makes it sound like he's not originally from the 1950s, but I don't know. That's not good. I feel like I'm being ripped off. I kind of want to talk to him.
Some rotten son bitch scratched my car.
On her, could that be?
My baby, my poor darling, my sweet cheeks. If I find out who did it, I'll kill him. Just kill him dead. I told that fool sheriff to beef up the patrols, but what does he care? Nobody cares about a limp dick fat boy. Well, I'll make them care. I'll make them care. Good work rescuing Karen. Of course, she queered my play with Edna. But I suppose a little girl's life is more important than my sex life, right?
I mean, yeah. I did it was talk to the guy about his car.
Did you say hello to your father for me? It's very important. Tell him. Tell. Yeah, I know what that crazy little bitch said, but it's not true. I was at home that night. Mrs. Potsdam will vouch for me. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
That's right, Mr. Potsdam. Hello, Steve. Care to stay for some pot roast?
Forget the pot roast, Mother. Pot roast isn't for backstabbers, for persecutors. I won't share my meat with him. My meat! My meat!
It's the truth. That's why. And I think you better be going, young man, before I call your mother and tell on you.
Someone went and scraped up Johnson's car? Can you imagine? He'd step in a bear trap and chew his own leg off rather than suffer a scratched Tucker. Serves the rich bastard right, if you ask me.
I think it said if I wanted to get, like, I guess more stuff or story.
What are you getting at? Watching Stephanie? What proof do you have? Now don't carry on that way. That's loose talk there, son.
Yeah, it's kind of gross you're doing that
Do you
too.
deny it?
What do you want?
Let's see.
Consider it fixed. Just don't say anything. Stop mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all.
Let's see. I guess I still have to type this in.
What are you getting at? Watching Steph? Now don't care.
Do you deny it?
What do you want? I'm squirming.
Squeal for me, Porky.
Oh, wow. Damn, bro. Is that squealing? Can't make them do that. Oh, okay.
Then you're not going to tell Stephanie or Mrs. Potsdam?
I'll think about it, Potsdam.
I wouldn't do that. It's illegal.
Not to mention immoral.
Yeah.
I can't prove it yet, and you better hope I never can.
Do I look worried?
Let's see. You leave, I guess.
Steve, it's so good to see you again. I get so lonely in here.
I'm sorry. Want to hear what's happening out in the real world?
No. I'd rather forget about Harvest for a while. Come here.
Come here. I was just manipulating you, man.
Stephanie?
I feel so close to you, Steve.
No, I guess it's just because it's censored.
Like we're the only two people in Harvest. The only two real people. Do you know what I mean? I need to feel something again. This sense I have that I've known you. It's my only link to my past.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different than memory. Maybe we don't remember each other so much as we recall the feelings deep inside. Strong feelings.
Maybe the body has its own memory.
Let's find out.
Oh, okay.
I want you. Make love to me.
Bam chicka wow wow. It says go for it, so I'm like, might as well.
Then take me.
Just hopefully it doesn't show shit. Damn, she has that under there? She's like, damn, boy. Yeah, it's technically your daughter. It's kind of icky. No, I don't think they're related. It's like, damn, lucky bastard. Weirdo.
might want to be extra nice to Mr. Potsdam today, Steve. He was turned down by the lodge again. Guess we're having the wedding at Mr. Moynihan's after all.
Maybe.
Give my regards to your parents.
Hopefully Mom doesn't find out about it. What? How do I remove the bars? Oh, okay, that's how you do it. Holy shit, dude. What is up with exotic kinky love equipment?
No! Leave that there. If any of it turns up missing.
Dad, are you okay?
Marv, what's going on in there?
Go! Go!
Mom's a psychopath.
Steve, is that you? Come to see your poor old dad?
Are you my father? Really? I don't remember you.
Please. I'm not in the mood for jokes.
I'm serious. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Just don't make me laugh now. Remember the stitches.
My God. What has she done to you?
She doesn't know you're here, does she? Does she?
No, I had to break in. What the hell is going on in here?
I know it's a mystery to you. The sacred things that husbands and wives do behind closed doors. Maybe we should have that special father-son talk. Especially now that you're getting married.
Sure, I'd like that, I guess.
Then listen. I can't talk very loud. It's the tracheotomy. When a man and a woman love each other very much, they go into a room alone.
Is he actually giving me the talk?
and
If
shut
that
the
was the
door
case, my bad. I don't want that.
And bolt it with at least 3 locks. And prop a chair under the doorknob. So no one can get in. Or out. Then they take off their clothes and get out a wide variety of scalpels. Some curved, some short.
Sounds a little too kinky.
All
Sounds
of
like
them
Mom's
sharp.
into some weird shit.
And then the man climbs on the woman. And then they... With the barbed wire, they...
That's all right. Don't get worked up. You need your rest.
Yes, rest. But why did you come? You must have had a reason. For risking it.
I need some meat, and Pat won't give me any without your signed permission.
Good old dependable Pat. Here, son. Here's my signature. take it to him, and you won't have any problem. Now go, son. Go quickly, before she comes back.
Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, ask about the lodge.
That's what I wanted to warn you about. The lodge, Steve. It's imperative that you join the Order of the Harvest Moon. Only by becoming one with Harvest can you escape.
That doesn't make any sense. I should join this lodge. To escape it?
That's the only reason you're here, and that's the only way you'll leave. Get an application at the post office. Take it to the Sergeant-at-Arms. Do what he tells you and join them. Otherwise, you'll wind up worse than me. And son, if you haven't joined by midnight Sunday, you're too late. Even now the scythe is reaping. Go. Go!
Okay, so I did that.
So, your father okayed the meet, huh? How's he doing? Good, good. Glad to hear it. Here's your meat, son. You run along now. A new shipment of animals has come in, and it's time to start cutting.
Wow, that's crazy. Let's see, let's go this way. It's nighttime. I guess fire. I feel like fire, fire. There you go.
Jeez, what are you doing?
Just stays here all night.
Just standing here, waiting to be drawn.
Seems depressing.
You just hang out here. All the time?
I'm not a person, Steve. I'm an object. You'd do well to remember that. A person is his job. Someday you'll understand that. And if you don't, it won't matter, because you'll be dead.
Dead?
Have you gotten your lodge application in yet?
Yes.
Good. You may survive yet. I guess you're here to steal the bolt. Not at all. That's not my job. However, since I am an object d'art, and since art should be interpreted, I'll give you a clue as to where the bolt is located. Darkness gives as darkness gets, but light invoked is light shed.
Well, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Let's see.
All right.
There you go. Guess I'm out of spots now, so I'll have to kind of like start over saving.
Leave me alone, will ya? This is the good part. Hey, it's too bad they don't give scout badges for digging up buried kids. I like to see what that badge would look like. I went over to ask her what it was like, being buried alive and all. But she just stared at me, and twitched, and drew up. Guess I got my answer. Huh.
God, you suck.
Good. Finally.
Then again, I have a psychopath mom.
Hello, dear. How are you today? You know those firemen? The funny ones with the color sense? Looks like they misplaced a bolt of expensive fabric. Of course, each one of them suspects the other. Looks like a catfight is brewing.
That sounds fun.
Congratulations, hero. You found Karen after all.
You don't seem proud.
Right.
I wonder why.
I warned you not to waste time looking for her.
Why?
Am I running out of time?
The blood drive is coming soon.
You're not doing anything.
What does that have to do with anything?
If you haven't joined the lodge by then, you'll find out. Still, I'm glad you found the poor baby. She says Mr. Potsdam was responsible for what happened to her. What a silly little girl.
I believe her.
Shame on you. Imagine accusing your future father-in-law of a thing like that. Is that how a range rider would behave? I don't think so.
Why would she lie?
Okay, Weisenheimer. Even if he is a child molester, a kidnapper, and an attempted murderer, that's no reflection on what kind of father-in-law he'll be. I just can't wait for the wedding. Can you?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know why y'all are so obsessed.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
God, you're horrible. I don't even think I'm really your child, to be honest with you. And I feel like everyone's just gaslighting me and be like, oh, you're such a kidder.
Hey, Steve, you've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it?
Chris, we're supposed to switch days, or that's what I thought we were supposed to do.
Did you say hello to your... Thank God. Those silly willies down at the fire station are just incensed about losing some decorating stuff. Some people. Yeah. Maybe they should be more concerned with fire and less with flame.
I mean, that's just what they like. Of course, I don't know if they're really... I mean, I guess there's not really much to do, but anywho.
Hello, dear. Come to see Stephanie, have you? She's upstairs. Give my regards to you.
At least she doesn't beat her husband, but he's just like weirdly obsessed with meat. Of course, I doubt they're actually married and shit.
I'm glad to see you. I feel so alone, cooped up in here. My faux mother keeps me up on the latest gossip. Not like she really wants to talk to me. More like she's feeding me information. For instance, she told me that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. That's another weird thing. Every car I've seen drive by is a Tucker. There were only 31 produced. What are the odds of that?
I've always wanted a Tucker. Funny that Harvest would be full of them.
Any idea who scratched the car?
I did.
Why would you do something like that?
It's part of the Lodge initiation.
I see.
Look, I don't know what's going on here, but getting into the Lodge is the best way to find out.
By committing vandalism? It was a crime, Steve.
Don't be so melodramatic about it. I've heard of worse fraternity initiations.
Sorry. When you put it that way, I guess I was overreacting. You know the firemen? Someone stole some fabric from them, and they're up in arms about it.
Let's see.
Another harmless prank? And how many more harmless pranks will you be pulling?
I mean, you're the one who wants to go.
However many it takes to get in, Stephanie. If I have to use them to escape, then I will.
Are you using them? Or are they using you?
It was just a bolt of cloth.
You've turned the firemen against each other. They think one of their own stole it.
Would you rather stay here? I've heard that harvest is lovely in the fall when the leaves turn orange and gold, and the annual blood drive paints the town red.
All right, all right. You have a point. Is it true? You found Karen?
Yeah, just in time, too. He'd molested her and buried her alive.
Oh, poor girl.
He couldn't bring himself to kill her outright, so he just decided to stick her in the ground and let fate take its course.
Who? Who would do that to a helpless child?
She says it was Mr. Potsdam, and I believe her.
That's what?
Oh, Christ. And all this time I've been under the same roof with that thing watching me.
Take it easy, okay?
So, at least they'll be coming to take him away, won't they?
No. They don't. No. They haven't done shit about it yet.